Good morning, everybody, from Christchurch, Canterbury. This is Shez. You're watching Project Food Garden. Today is 27th of September 2022, and as you can see right in front of me, you can see the vertical strawberry planter. Today we'll do a quick episode to show you what exactly the blossoming stage of the strawberries entail, and what exactly do you need to do. So let us show you the blossoming on these beautiful plants first. Let's get on with it. So we have had enough display of the blossom. So now let's talk about the feeding routine and how to administer fertilization into the blossoming phase. So there are two things that are really necessary. I've done only one of those, and the second one that I'm going to do today, I'm not going to show it because everybody knows how to administer it. So as you can see in here, you can see that I administered coffee grounds about last week, and strawberry plants, they react quite quickly to the kind of feed you give them. So you can see in contained medium, the health of the plants is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's exemplary if I do say so myself. I mean, look at the coloration of the leaves. They're really happy. So number one is fertilization with the coffee grounds for the nitrogen kick. Don't worry about these plants. They were the last one to be transplanted in there. So they're getting there. They're reacting really well to the fertilization. And number two is during the blossoming and fruiting phase, you always give potash to your plants. What it does is it improves the quality of the health and the taste of the fruit. So different brands of potash is available in the DIY store that is also in the US and in Europe and in Australia and New Zealand. Not pretty sure about the Southeast Asia and Central Asia, but I'm sure in your garden centers you would find potash, which is really good. It's not only good for strawberries, it's good pretty much for all the fruit and veg that you grow in your garden. So that's that. Now how do you measure up the health of the plants and the blossoming? As you can see, this is like a couple of perfect examples of beautiful blossom which would convert into fruit. The flower looks healthy, and in the middle it's self-pollinating. You can see that the fruit has started developing. In a few days time you would see that the petals would drop off and it would get into this shape. This is where the fruit would actually start developing, like this and like this and like this. So this I hope this episode would help you guys. Make sure you feed your strawberries with potash and coffee grounds or any form of nitrogen that you deem is good. By the way, this is only for not only for the vertical planter. If your strawberries are in normal patch, I mean, the method or the methodology would apply the same on that as well. So let's move on. A lot of people messaged me talking about people who are living in flats and those who don't have enough room to grow plants, how can they go about it? So this is something that I've done for people who don't have big gardens or who don't have time to maintain a vertical planter, and who would like to grow that in containers. I mean, these are hanging containers which are made out of juice bottles. You can use any form of containers. This does not require a lot of space. And I tell you what, look at that. The amount of flowering and blossoming that we are having and the hanging containers, it's absolutely fabulous. I'm really chuffed that I did the hanging containers when I did. They're doing really good, and they are getting the same set of feed, same set of nitrogen, same set of potash they would receive, and they are blossoming and fruiting profoundly, as you can see. So really happy with the hanging convention of growing strawberries. So there we go. So for those guys who don't have enough space, they can manage to grow them in hanging containers as well. So that looks really good. I'm quite happy and chuffed with this decision. So let's move on. So you guys have seen now the vertical planter, and you've seen the hanging convention as well. So this phase is quite important. This is like the development and blossoming and fruiting stage of the plant, where the plant is strengthening itself, it's developing blossom, and it's converting the blossom into fruit as well. So quite a critical time from a dietary perspective that, like I've always said, feed your plants amply so they can give you good production. So I hope that today's episode has helped, and if you are meaning to develop a vertical planter, feel free to pop down your comments in the messages below, and would be more than happy. As you can see, this is no rocket science, really easy to assemble. It's a long-term solution, and most of these plants are like in their second year. So strawberry plants, they tend to, I've told that in my previous episodes as well, strawberry plants can sustain for a number of years, and while they give you fruit, they multiply at the same time as well. And when they would start doing the multiplications, or when they would start throwing the runners, we'll cover that for you as well. So on that note, we'll bid you goodbye. After this video, I'm going to administer potash on these plants. I've given them coffee grounds last week, so far it's looking really good. It's start of the spring. If you have planted your strawberries early, you would get the harvest early as well. From the looks of things right now, I'm thinking that by second, third, or fourth week of October, we would start harvesting our strawberries. So on that note, we'll bid you goodbye. Wherever you are, stay safe out there, and we'll hope to see you soon again with another episode. And have a good day to everybody. Goodbye.